Hi everybody, this is Mary for Stampin' Camp with Mary and Mary's Stamping Happenings, and today is There's a Card Thursday, and I want to show you this great card. This card uses the Dove of Hope and what's called the detailed dove dies. Oops, maybe I should put that up a little so you can see everything. Okay. So what we're going to be using is we are going to be using the Dove of Hope. We are going to be using Seaside Spray for ink. We are also going to be using an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of Whisper White, and we're just going to fold that. We are going to be using a 4.25 by 5.5 piece of Whisper White, and we're going to be using some probably about a 2 by 4.25 inch of Seaside Spray. We're going to be using about a 4.25 by 2 inch piece of Pear Pizzazz. I've already cut that out. And we're going to be using some Highland Heather. This is 4 inches by 5.25. What else we're going to be needing here is we are going to be using a craft mat. This is the silicone craft mat. We are going to be using, of course, the Stampin' Cut machine, and we're going to be using the 3D Tasteful Textures embossing folder, and we are going to be using the detailed doves dies. I've already cut out, I've used this wing, this, and this one for this one, and I've used I cut these out twice, the ones. I've also run through the piece of, and I don't think you can see that really well. Let's see if I can get that. There, the text, I run through the Stampin' Cut machine in the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder, the Highland Heather. So the first thing, we're also going to be using, of course, glue dots. And with the craft sheet, we're going to be using liquid glue, and we are going to be using my stamping dimensionals, and we're going to be using the Timeless Label Punch. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to stamp the piece on Earth with the Seaside Spray on the Timeless Label Punch. I'm just doing that because I think it's faster right now, because I've already punched that out, and I just want it to dry, so I'm going to just put that over there. Okay, then I'm going to take this, and I want to put everything on here first, but I want to do it a little bit differently. Where is everything? I've cut piece of the tail and the back, the full piece of this in Seaside Spray, and this is going, the Whisper White is going over the Seaside Spray, and the tail is going under the Whisper White. Okay, just like this. Well, how you get it, you could cut these out and you could put these first on transfer sheets or multi-purpose adhesive sheets and then cut them out, but I just didn't do it because I didn't want to waste a full thing. So what I am going to do is I am going to grab my liquid glue, and you all know I hate this, and I'm going to put some liquid glue on my silicone craft sheet. Okay, I am going to get what I want to do is, first of all, I want to do the tail, and I'm just getting this all glued, just the tail portion all glued up. And then what I'm going to do is I am just going to lay that tail on this tail. And oops, line it up so it just stays just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing with this. And I am going to line that up on the Seaside Spray. Okay, and then I'm going to put these aside to dry a little bit. And while they're drying, I'm going to take the Pear Pizzazz I've cut out with the, they're going, one is going like this, and I'm going to put that on, one on top and one on the bottom of the Highland Heather. And again, I may just want to poke this down with my tool so it gets, I know it gets glue on it. And then I'm just going to lay it down and get my fingers all full of glue. And I'm going to do that with the other one also, because I love getting my fingers full of glue. You know that, don't you? Nope, I don't. I hate this. You know I hate this. I hate this. And yes, I could use a sponge, but I get just as yucky with a sponge and I can't see it as well. So I've got those two just down there and they're going to dry. So, and you know what you can do? Now this will just dry. You set it over someplace where Mary won't stuff something in it, and that's where it goes. So I am going to take my 8.5 by 5.5 each piece of Whisper White. I made it a card base already. And what I am going to do is I'm going to take my glue dots. Where is the, I knew I had one glue dot. And some of these glue dots are coming off on the bottom side instead of the top side. So I just have to go with it. Go with the flow, Mare. Go with the flow. And I'm just going to put that right like that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I am going to take this and I am going to just lay these three pieces and the saying down, because I want to make sure I have space for the wing. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to take my Stampin' Dimensionals, put a couple pieces of Stampin' Dimensional on there. And then put that right like that. Then I am going to take, oh, again, it's still wet. Gross. You can see I really like this set if I'm using the liquid glue on it. Okay. So now I'm just going to put it just like that. And then put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of this. And put the wings on here. Oops, get that off. And there you go, a great Christmas card, or just a card just telling people that you want some peace on earth right now, especially in the United States. I'd really appreciate it if you like my videos, that you shop with me at marytroutner.stampinup.net. You can follow me on YouTube. Everything you need to make this card is listed below. I would really appreciate it, again, if you shop with me. Thanks for visiting and happy stamping. Bye-bye.